Hey, good evening, guys. It's me, Theresa, and it is Tuesday evening for evening reflections. And today our card was Truth and Integrity of this beautiful deck, angelic, very angelic feeling. And so it's time to do some reflection on how did you do today? How did you do with being true to you? Was that difficult for you? I can only imagine. It's been many years since I was on that fine line between being a certain way, thinking a certain way, dressing a certain way, behaving a certain way, just so I could be accepted by others. And that was a long time ago. And I'm here to say I'm so grateful that I finally crossed the line and said, no more pretending or no more appeasing everyone else. I need to be me. I need to be true to my path. And that doesn't mean I'm wrong. People might want to judge me, but that's their judgment, not me. I know that even in my upbringing, being a Catholic when I grew up, actively being a Catholic, that there was always the underlying message was follow your conscience. That was the most important thing. In fact, all of the mystics of the church, the saints that were recognized finally by the church, they went beyond the normal accepted behavior of the church. They often challenged it indirectly by just being true to themselves and true to the message that they were receiving from God. And it might take several years, sometimes hundreds of years, before a person would have been canonized as a saint. And I think that was a perfect example of how important it is to follow your path, because God did not make everything out of a cookie cutter. Thank goodness. There's a beautiful diversity of human beings out there. There's a huge diversity of insects and animals and plants and land and language, and all of it is beautiful if we recognize it that way, instead of judging it for not looking like you or like me, you know. And so if maybe this conversation helps you to loosen up that message around feeling like you have to be a certain way in order to be accepted by a group or by someone, I really encourage you to cross that line. Be who you are. Be who you are meant to be. There's a book that I once in a while read to my young granddaughter. It's Jonathan Livingston Seagull, and he gives a beautiful example in that story. I encourage you to read it. It's a very long one, so I'm not going to read it to you, but it's definitely one of Jonathan was following his path. Instead of being like a typical seagull, he decided that he wanted to do more and be more, and he did. And he was an outcast for a while, but that didn't matter because he found his glory, he found his joy, he found his peace, he found his accomplishments, and his happy place was being who he truly was and is. And so I encourage you to take that step, cross that line, be who you are. And if you already did do that, I'm just spouting out my mouth, go ahead and close your eyes, kick back, relax, and just notice how you can take deep breaths in and out with the feeling of accomplishing a great lesson by letting go of being who you think you're supposed to be and becoming who you were always meant to be. Yes, so go ahead and close your eyes. Breathe deeply, all the way in and all the way out. With each breath, feel the tension beginning to melt away. And as the tension melts away, what's left is relaxation, acceptance, healthy pride. That's right. You can be proud that you were courageous enough to step away from pretending to be something else that you're not and becoming who you are meant to be. Feel your spine be long, tall, even if you're lying down. Just feel your spine have more spaciousness. There's more life force active within you because you've made this choice. And now feel the lightness and the freedom and the expansion all around you. You're beginning to create a space of evolution within you. Changes are already occurring because you're honoring who you're meant to be. I want you to imagine now the top of your head plugging into the light, the divine source of light and love. That's right. And now invite this light into the top of your head and into your body. And just feel the expansion, the healing, the blessing, and the grace that is automatically coming to you for choosing to be more. Feel this blessing fill up your body all the way down to your toes and your fingertips, in front of you and all around you. Even behind you, the energy behind you is also feeling the blessing energy. Are being supported to be true to you, to honor your soul's purpose. And now, if there are any leftover nervous energies are about becoming more, I want you to imagine that with each breath out, that on that exhale, that you're releasing these butterflies. They're just flying, fluttering away. Just keep envisioning You're releasing these butterflies. They flutter away with each breath out, releasing and letting go. Keep breathing into those areas that feel any nervousness or worry or angst. Breathe into those areas and release the butterflies. Let them go. Now just set the intention that your unconscious mind continue to release these butterflies so that you can feel freedom, liberty to be who you are meant to be, to follow that inner calling, that vocation, or that hobby, or that whatever it is that you feel called to do. And as your unconscious mind continues to integrate this intention of releasing those butterflies and becoming more expansive, true to you, I want you to take 3 deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Slowly coming out of this relaxed meditation. Now you can gently open your eyes as we end this session this Tuesday evening. So again, when you decide it's time to put your head on the pillow and close your eyes and begin to drift off into your own dreaming world, I ask that you just set the intention again to continue to ask for support by your healing angels, that your dreams guide you on your path of becoming more of who you are meant to be, and that tomorrow morning you wake up feeling refreshed and re-energized and even excited for whatever that path is. Okay. And meet me up here again tomorrow morning, and we will continue this journey together during our courageous pandemic.